Well, now I found out why we only have Groudon like twice a year, because I feel so abused after only 2 episodes. He was going to threaten all of you. No, he was going to threaten to hurt me off camera.
Slaps.
Snap. He was even making the sound effects, which were kind of dope.
Yeah,
that was kind of dope.
But no more of that.
What up, Posse? Sorry.
No violence.
Yeah, no. That's Mark.
How's it going?
What's up, everyone?
This is Brandon.
The toy
Jason.
lover, Jason Grote.
I just messed all that up.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
awesome.
Way to go.
Where would you like to start there, Mark?
Well, we're gonna start with this amazing. Well, Jason, you should probably.
Yeah, you should.
I'll hand it to you.
Yep. So this is
Spin for a minute so they can get a good look at the.
3A, Ashley Wood's company. They do really super articulated figures, and this is actually
Oh, you can open that.
one of the last drops from the company because he is starting a different company, going to do some different stuff. So this is Yama is a Tomorrow King, and it's from one of his stories. I don't think it's Popbot. I think it's Zombies vs. Robots. Could be wrong.
Chad's afraid.
Yeah.
So
I'm
these
afraid of Grote.
just came in. So
Yeah.
this is
Big help.
1/6
Today,
12-inch, and I'm just gonna kind of
gonna open this.
open it, and then while they're talking about
So
that,
we'll talk about-
kind of pose it.
Yeah, we're gonna let you open
But
that.
3A, like I never knew what it was until I
can
met
move this
Jason
button.
Grote, and now I'm addicted to getting those robots. And
I think this was about 150.
Yeah, and you're you were part of the membership, right? Like
They,
Or
I,
the club or
I
whatever?
can't remember. I don't think they had membership this last year.
no, but you had.
But before, yeah.
But yeah,
So
that
that-
Shaolin cowboy.
You
man.
know, they're 12-inch figures, super articulated. The painting and weathering on them is superb. Real cloth clothes and whatnot.
Do you have? Like,
So-
is this part of a collection that you have, or is
Yeah,
this?
I've probably got 60 figures of 3A.
Look at those.
Oh.
Look at those weapons right there,
Wow.
and that backpack.
And so
that's no joke.
Yama is like one of the original Tomorrow Kings, and they finally really released him. And basically, Yama, the only reason you can tell is he's got a goatee on his face.
Damn, I'll take that.
And then, so here's the figure.
And these things are super posable because the first time I ever went to your house, you let me like play with some of these, and I was like, I looked at him like, oh my, I don't want to mess with that, and he's like, no man, check it out. He's like,
They're not fragile.
No,
you know,
this thing spins, dude.
Oh yeah.
This Gatling gun spins.
Yeah.
look at this jacket.
And you know he comes with.
It was like little Nicky. It
6
was like an
different
Asian little Nicky.
hands.
This is actual size for Brandon.
Comes with a good
Oh, no.
10 or so grenades.
He's gonna do the robot.
Backpacks, katanas. Oh yeah, those are really.
This is no joke. This
Yeah.
is really cool. They smell so clean and new, like
That's
benzene.
that's the smell of 3A.
I love this plastic smell.
And Ashley Wood does a lot of just artwork too. He does oil painting, sketches, and he does a lot of women and nudes too. So you know, there's a lot of that in it too. But some of us are grown and can't handle it. But yeah, they're just super great figures. These
Brandon can't.
jackets,
Obviously.
I'm always like
everything
boobies.
are just
PG-13.
nuts.
It's like,
That is really neat, man.
then it's got a couple extra hands in there.
Okay. So is this an influence from his artwork, or is this...
Yeah, and he's got 3 or 4 different comic or
Silica
I know nothing about him. I would assume that this is sort of a post-apocalyptic thing.
yep.
Okay.
And there's like
Samurai
Look at
style?
that. The silica pack.
Pop-
What makes it worth the
Popbot
money?
is one of his stories, Zombies vs. Robots. And then I think he's done artwork for a lot of other comics.
He
just
did a Spawn
randomly.
cover.
Spawn
did?
cover.
Yeah, I
he
got
did
it.
a Magic the Gathering card from
Oh,
back in the
nice.
day. So he's, you know,
Yeah, I
he's
would.
kind of all over.
So he's been around for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Well, he's got like a hot chick on his...
Yeah, on his T-shirt.
He's got a fanny pack.
Yep, and I think that's Lastronaut on his T-shirt, which
Hey,
is
fanny
another
packs are
figure
making a
of his.
comeback. Toy Posse
They
fanny
are.
packs.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've been waiting for those.
And Toy
Come
Posse
on.
ice cream bars.
Yeah. Where are my Toy Posse ice cream
bars.
bars?
That would be something, huh?
Yeah, CM Punk it up.
Maybe
there.
chocolate treats. The one guy was making chocolate, remember?
Dude, Has bars though.
Yeah.
Did WWF Has bars? Like the chocolate bars, like looks like Hasbro's. It's awesome.
I haven't had that.
May I ask what
You
something
have to
like this
special
goes
order
for?
them.
I think it was about 150.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
120,
super
150, right around there.
When did you order
It's
this?
here you go, Chad.
Probably about 4 months ago. His wait times used to be. I've waited for over a year for his pre-orders, but I think just because they're wrapping it up, they seem to get stuff out
Speeding
pretty
them out.
quick.
That is really neat. That is really cool.
The secondary market is crazy on some of these.
Yeah, and that usually for the stuff when he did sell it online, it would be up for 24 hours, if that. And then once they're done, they're not pre-made, but then he'd know kind of how many to make, and the only way you'd be able to get them after that is aftermarket.
So, what size is this? 14?
12 inch.
It is a 12.
12 inch, so 1/6.
It's good quality. I know that if I shrink to 12 inches, I know where I'm going to go steal some outfits.
Yeah.
Groat's
Well,
house.
Jackets.
Groat's house.
And it's just different than
Groat's
Hot Toys
house.
and
Whose house?
stuff like that.
Groat's
But
house.
around the same price points, I think Hot Toys are still a little bit more expensive. But
Yeah.
Hot Toys is like
really
sell
neat
your
stuff.
kidney and your firstborn child.
But
Right.
some of that stuff is just amazing.
Yeah. That Iron Man stuff.
It amazes me how people will actually put forth some kind of money to be able to make a toy like that and hope that it's going to sell. You know, because we're a very small group of people.
He's got his niche. This guy does. People are gonna buy his right away. It's like the
Yeah.
Banksy.
That's really cool. Banksy dude.
Banksy.
Yeah.
It's the
Okay.
same thing. Your name is out there, and people know. It's like here's the date. It's coming up, and boom, his stuff is gone that night. He's
I can see
he's
why.
Banksing on that. While he messes with that, I'm gonna move along and talk about this storm because it's kind of hard to find, and everybody's hunting her.
Is that a redo or is that a 90s model?
They've never.
Oh, no,
made,
it's 80 years on Marvel, so it's a new
They've
one.
never made this. They've made this figure smaller size, but never with this mold here.
Yeah, never in the Legends form, I don't think.
And like, here's the other ones that come in that wave. Like, I still want to get the Silver Samurai.
These are all over the place. I keep seeing them in my
I know
area.
I should have grabbed them already. Iceman.
Dazzler's easy to get.
Yeah, Dazzler and the Wolverine are the easiest ones to find. Storm's the hardest.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you'll be able to get a case of these cheaper at a later date.
Yeah.
Kind of like the last wave of these that came out, you know? I ended up getting a case of that wave for like $70.
Yeah.
Really?
Especially Amazon runs those free shipping
Yeah.
deals.
Yep.
it's hard to find those with really nice cards.
Yeah. And it's like the card
I'm-
even is a
I
little
was just looking at
damaged up
that.
there, but I mean, I was
Let 'em
like, I
breathe.
don't have one.
Let them breathe.
And I had picked up the, I got this at GameStop and I bought the discount bag.
Oh,
You know,
cool.
For $5, you get a bag and then you get 25% or something off all this
Nice.
stuff. So I was like, you know what? I kind of felt like spending some money, so I went in there and I grabbed these new Fortnite figures and that Storm because I was like, what should I grab in here? And this guy's just sweet. Fortnite is killing with these action figure designs, and it's like, look at this guy. He's
If
sweet.
Apex Legends did one, I'd buy some.
He looks
Their
somewhere
outfits are
across
just
between
cooler.
a Stormtrooper and Storm Shadow.
Look at this one. It's going to be 14 inches
What is it?
with like a glider.
Oh, dang. Nice.
Yeah, but with Apex Legends too, there's only like 6 or 7 figures.
Yeah, but you know how many skins they have?
right.
And they could just do higher detail and do a limited run.
This one I think has been out for a while, but I know like the Overtaker and the other one were newer.
Carbide. I didn't know they made that many characters for Fortnite.
Of course they did.
Uh,
See, these are like the early.
Or they
The only
just
one I don't
skins?
have now is the Black Knight, which is this one.
Iron Man.
They kind of do look like Iron Man, or you could throw them in with your Ultrons or something.
Oh, good call.
But I mean, I like them.
It's Fortnite.
It's the rave. This guy is sweet. This Ice King.
Oh.
Like I'm opening this one, and he's going in with my Avengers, not my Avengers, but my Asgardians, because I'm like,
Oh,
he
okay.
could be hanging out with like Asgardians.
yeah, his weapons look similar and all
Look
that,
at
the
big
cloak
sword.
and stuff.
Yeah.
He's called the Ice King.
He could be the frost giant people.
Mm-hmm.
I got something that I bought too. I'll talk about that next week. I bought something.
Groat's over here just
kind
in.
of Ice King-ish.
How you doing over there, buddy?
Mr. Freeze.
Good.
Let's see them. Let's see them comics.
Well, this one suckered me in because it's the
Yo,
Legion of
that's sweet.
Superheroes
With Batman Beyond.
and I love the Legion of Superheroes, man. It's like I can't. They're like, and it's just a 2-issue series, so I'm like 2 issues. I'm getting it.
I love Batman.
And this is a variant. You know, they're gonna have like a connecting variant. Look, they got like Kazar and Supergirl and Bat.
I could be
Batman
talking out of my butt, but I would like to say that I don't know much about DC, but it's kind of nice to see that they're using Batman Beyond with Kaz canon.
I've been rolling in a big variant phase where anything they got, it's gonna be a variant I'm gonna pick up.
Nice.
The Batman Beyond, to be honest, wasn't pulled me into the comic.
That would have pulled me in. I love that.
Yeah.
That
I
was
love the new way they're drawing them too.
great cartoon, though.
They definitely
Oh, yeah.
have material where they could make a Batman Beyond movie.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, where it's like
Make Michael Keaton the old
Bruce
Wayne.
Wayne, easily done.
Yeah.
Let Marvel do it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, no, but look now,
Let
James
Disney
Gunn.
do it.
Let's see the Suicide Squad goes.
Let's see what James Gunn's gonna do with the Suicide
Yeah.
Squad and stuff.
And I'm optimistic about that Joker movie.
I guess it got like a 5-minute, 8-minute standing ovation, and people
Oh,
are
nice.
giving it like big props.
Who? What was? What?
The movie The Joker.
Yeah. People were getting big props on that one?
Yeah,
Giving
I
big
thought-
props?
well,
Okay.
the one comic
Before that, yeah, I know.
had the Joker on there.
Now that's Dark Crystal.
Though that's still
People
cool.
have been loving this. Did you guys watch that? Any of you?
No, isn't
No,
that HBO?
Me neither, but
I haven't.
Netflix.
Netflix?
People have been watching that.
Cool Black Widow.
It's a slick cover.
I love the way the Widow, like the shadow is.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the one with the Invisible Woman on it?
Yes, and I saw the Doctor Doom.
Well,
the
how is
Human
it an
Torch.
invisible woman if you saw it?
She wasn't invisible.
She
Right?
was like
You
a
see what I'm
silhouette.
saying right there? You see what I did there, Groat?
I heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost picked that up for you. I was
Oh,
like,
is
I don't know if you had it.
that your favorite artist?
Scotty Young.
There you go.
So far, I have every single one of these. So next week, I'm gonna have to tell him to pick it because you know what happens when all that one's gonna be like gone.
Yeah, just call in and be like, hey,
I'm
can
just
you
gonna
hold
be like,
the
hey,
Scotty
can you
Young cover
hold
for
the
me?
Scotty Young? I've been buying all of them.
Yeah.
Blah blah.
I would.
I'm going to.
Get a pull list going.
I don't really want that, and they suckered me in with the Spidey, and it was like the first issue, of course, the first issue, but it was the variant cover. So I've been on the variant kick. Then I saw this, the Venom first host, and I was like, that's pretty neat, where it's like, what's that all about?
You collect comics, Groat?
I started to like 4 years ago, and I did all the Star Wars new ones and did all the variant covers, and I got sick of spending $200-$300 a week with my pull list.
Yeah, because it gets
Yeah,
expensive.
duh.
It's spendy.
I was
Those
like, I
variants-
can't walk out without at least spending 50.
Yeah, and
Sometimes,
that
yeah.
just did. And there's variant covers that
Yeah.
right when they come out, they're $50.
Yeah.
You know, and now I'm sitting there with like 2 long boxes of Star Wars comics that are like probably 50 different issues, but it takes up, there's 6 covers of each one.
I need
Real
to get
estate.
away again. I need to run away again.
Yeah.
After the Scotty Young next week, I'm done.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure.
I just one day I was like, I'm not doing it anymore.
But then I
I
picked
take
this
breaks
up.
here and there from comics.
I picked this up to mess with Chad because it's like, I know this isn't going to go many issues at the most. We're talking, what, like 4?
True North, though.
I like the underdogs. I love my Alpha
This is the
Flight.
variant cover. Look at Puck just all chilling.
There's going to be some lumberjacks that are going to really get into that.
I love Alpha Flight.
I'm only I like.
I know.
I
I
like
know.
Alpha
It's just so
Flight,
funny
too.
because I say that. They're like, oh, do you collect anything as far as comics? I'm like, I've got a ton of Alpha Flight. And they're like, why?
You kind of remind me of a Canadian, eh?
A?
I
Again,
thought this would just be cool because
This is why I'm constantly being picked on by Grote and why he only does 2 episodes a year.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He's
I'm
almost
gonna have to go
he's
to
reached his
therapy.
contractual
Gotta limit that
obligation.
time. Gotta limit that
I'm going to have
time.
to go to therapy just to be able to go to the next swap meet, which is when?
because it growed September 15th.
Yeah, and you got 2
September
tables.
15th, 2 tables.
What is this? What is that?
Read banned
For dummies?
comics. No, read banned
Comics for dummies.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
It's like too many people are worried about censorship and stuff nowadays. So you know what? Support some of those comics that might be banned.
Yeah, good call. I like that.
In this preview, people don't know they might give you a free preview comics. These are kind of cool. Just to give you like a quick update of what's coming out
I
and like
love
what
looking through
stories
those
are
and-
going on.
Yep.
Another same little deal, comic shop news. I just grabbed these because I was like, I got a stack of them. It's kind of cool. They have all these.
Cool. Alpha 1?
2099 Alpha 1
Is it Doom?
from 2099.
Scarlet Spider? What is that? Who is
That's
that?
Spider-Man 2099.
Is that
up front.
2099? Okay.
It
Interesting.
almost looks like he's mixed with Magneto.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
seen that face. Or mask.
Yeah, it's like a helmet.
He
Oh,
does.
See the
Hulk
Punisher?
look like he's raging out over there too.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Hulk's got like the Hawkeye mohawk.
Is he the only one that survived? Because his gamma blood, I think, keeps him alive like forever, or just as long as Wolverine. But that's cool. That's a cool.
But
like,
if you
pull
look
out.
at Hulk, he's got like some kind of a. If you look at Hulk, it looks like he's got some kind of Venom thing going on.
Yeah.
You notice that?
the nails and
Venom or
red
Carnage?
eyes. Look at those red eyes.
Oh yeah, that's something. Vampire Hulk?
Vampire Hulk.
I bet
It
you.
did
it's
have,
Vampire
like,
Hulk.
some
So he
thing-
lived forever.
The Immortal Hulk. Like those comics are all like the Immortal Human Torch, the Immortal Thing, the Immortal. And they had variant covers, like silhouettes of their face, where they were all like looked like something was
nice.
wrong with them. Like the Hulk, the one for the Hulk, he looked like he was kind of vampire-ish.
Oh, okay.
But you saw like the Fantastic Four
Yeah.
ones.
Can I go? Is my turn?
No.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay. Since we got Groat here, and real quick breakdown, Groat knows quite a bit about Star Wars, and I picked this up at a flea market recently for $4, and the guy told me that it was the last time that you could watch the actual original one. Is that right?
Probably, but they're super common.
Oh, they are.
Yep. Everybody uses.
I got this.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Especially old like antique stores and stuff like that. They really make you feel like these are really hard to get and they're worth a lot of money. But I think you can get them between like 10 and 30.
so I got a
the
good
whole
deal
set.
on them.
Yeah.
And he
But,
said that they were
yeah.
never watched. So and they look like they're pretty
and that's
good.
just it. Most Star Wars people Star Wars collectors have these, but still, it's a great thing. But
Yeah, and-
just
and-
not worth it.
Why is this not makes this the special edition and is not on DVD? Is that what I was told? Is that correct?
Probably, if it's those ones, it's before they did like the where
Added
like,
the deleted
Jabba
scenes and stuff,
walks, or like and like they're
So it's not. You're right. Okay, so it's
Right.
not really whatever.
because they re-released them in theaters. Remember one
Mm-hmm.
time, and I think that was with
I think that was right before like the first episode 1.
could be yeah.
Yeah.
Did you? I bet your Groat heard about this because he is a Star Wars fan. Did you hear what Lucas pulled on Disney? Pulled that power move.
I don't think so.
So the other month, Lucas got authority from the Screen Actors Guild to bring a bunch of friends to his house or rent. No, excuse me. I think it was at the theater. I think it was at like the Chinese whatever theater that everybody shows premieres, and show the 1977 original 35 millimeter film to all of his friends. And Disney was like, wait, we own that. And he goes, no, you don't. I've given you the other new special editions. He owns the rights to the original print of the 1977 that was in theaters. That's not anything that we see today.
Okay.
So he could actually, with that move, do something Star Wars outside of Disney. And that was his power move.
Wow.
Yeah, I never ever thought. I mean, I got like some newfound respect for dudes. A pimp.
He seems like he's been a pretty cool, kind of easygoing guy, even with him becoming, huge when he was still pretty darn young,
Yeah. I mean, he has been a little vocal about some of the things being oversaturated. He has kind of voiced his opinion on things like that. But this move was so cool. I would love to see that.
He came out like the Queen of England.
Peacock, baby. Strutted his
Yep.
stuff.
Right.
Swap. We already talked about September 15th.
15th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. What's the deal, Brandon? Free admission.
Free admission.
How many tables?
70 tables.
70 tables, new and vintage.
Check out some of the
There's
stuff that will
actually
be there.
68 tables because 2 belong to him.
Yeah, that's true. Summer swap. Swap of the
he
summer.
usually has two, too.
The biggest tables.
True.
You
Yeah.
have one? Or
No,
you
not
share
this
and-
one. No.
Okay.
I love that location, man.
I have to go
great,
shopping.
right?
Cool. All right, where are we at?
All right, we're good.
All right. Cool. All right, people.
Peace.
All right, peace,
Thanks for
everyone.
watching.